Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I am Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka receives $100 million loan from ADB. Develop a viable tax system. President directs officials. News in detail. The Asian Development Bank has approved a loan of $100 million to provide small and medium-sized enterprises in Sri Lanka. Finance Ministry in a statement says that the funds will be utilized enabling SMEs more access to finance and build their resilience to external shocks such as the economic crisis and climate change. ADB official website, quoting its senior financial sector specialist Manohari Gunawardena, said that SMEs play a critical role in Sri Lanka's economy, contributing 52% to the country's gross domestic product and employ 45% of the population. The website also highlighted the importance of making available funds for the SMEs, particularly women-led enterprises, with the necessary support to sustain and grow the sector's contribution to the economy. Finance Ministry sources added that the project will provide working capital and improve SMEs' access to finance, helping them expand operations and prepare for the changing environment. ADB, through participating financial institutions, will open a $50 million line of credit for underserviced SMEs in the export, tourism, technology, agriculture and manufacturing sectors. It will also establish a $500,000 special facility to cover guarantee subsidies for women-led SMEs. Facilitating a gender gap assessment will be conducted with a view to improving women's access to finance. The project will build on the government's equity contribution through the National Credit Guarantee Institution Limited, which provides partial credit guarantees on loans to SMEs. ADB will help the NCGI adopt procedures to effectively support SMEs, including underwriting guarantees, risk management and risk-based pricing, and guarantee recovery operations. The project will incorporate green finance elements through climate adaptation and mitigation measures for SMEs. President Ranil Wickremesinghe directs officials to develop a viable tax system aimed at bolstering the gem and jewellery industry. President Wickremesinghe, who admitted that the immediate changes to the tax policy are not feasible, instructed the officials to collaborate with both the public and private sectors to draft a proposal addressing the industry issues within 2 weeks. President Ranil Wickremesinghe engaged in a discussion with the stakeholders from the gems and jewellery industry last Friday at the Presidential Secretariat. President Wickremesinghe, who listened to the issues of the business ventures and individuals whom are directly linked to the industry, emphasized the importance of attending to these woes with a minimum period of time. President also directed to formulate an effective system to enhance the gem and jewellery industry with the collaboration of both the public and private sectors and to finalize the draft within 2 weeks. He further emphasized the need to focus on boosting exports within the gem industry in Sri Lanka, along with enhancing value-added processes. Additionally, the President highlighted plans to initiate mining operations in the Sabaragamu province and Nuwara district in due course. He voiced that consequently, Sri Lankan gem businessmen will have ample opportunities to venture into mining activities in these regions. The President also announced that a survey will be conducted to explore the feasibility of establishing gem and mining enterprises in other regions of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka Purchasing Managers Index for Manufacturing recorded an index value of 56 in February 2024, indicating an expansion in manufacturing activities. This improvement was attributable to the increases observed in all sub-indices in a situation where many respondents mentioned that they are preparing for the upcoming festive demand. The expansion in new orders and production was largely driven by the manufacturer of food and beverages. However, new orders and production in the manufacture of textiles and apparel sector decreased on a month-on-month basis. Employment and stock of purchases expanded during the month in line with the new orders and production. Further, suppliers' delivery time lengthened at a higher rate in February, on par with the expansion in manufacturing activities and prolonged shipping disruptions caused by the Red Sea crisis. Expectations for the manufacturing activities for the next 3 months remain positive, mainly due to the upcoming festival season. Sri Lanka Purchasing Managers Index for Services indicated an expansion in services activities in February 2024 as reflected by the Business Activity Index, which recorded an index value of 53. The continued expansion in business activities was driven by the improvements observed across several subsectors. Accordingly, business activities in the financial services subsector increased further, aligning with the prevailing low market interest rates. Further, positive developments were also recorded in transportation and education subsectors during the month. Meanwhile, The accommodation, food and beverage subsector continued to grow amid tourist arrivals recording the highest since January 2020. New businesses increased in February, particularly with increases observed in transportation and financial services subsectors. Employment increased due to new recruitments made by several companies ahead of the festive season. Meanwhile, backlogs of work continued to decline during February. Expectations for business activities for the next 3 months continued to rise in February due to the upcoming New Year and Ramadan season. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Thailand's national carrier Thai Airways announces the resumption of direct flight services to Colombo again after a brief silence of almost 2 years. Thai Airways made this announcement last Friday at a press conference together with Mac Holdings Private Limited, which has been appointed as the official general sales agent within the region for Sri Lanka and Maldives. Thailand, being one of the famous leisure destinations in the region, with Bangkok being its capital city, is well known for nightlife, excellent cuisine, and oases of history and culture. Further, Bangkok being a vital hub is not only popular for tourism but also religious, economic and trade activities. The airline announces that it would operate over 60 destinations in Asia, Australia and Europe.
We welcome you at this stage to the relaunch of Thai Airways under Mac Holdings Private Limited, making a return of daily flights between Thailand and Sri Lanka after COVID-19. We did operate several flights for the passenger converted cargo operations during the critical period of COVID, bringing in much needed medical as well as fashion accessories for the Sri Lankan garment industry. And we appreciate what Thai Airways has done to us in having to serve the market in times of difficulty. So we are here again.
It's a really delight to be here today, after operations stopped during the COVID-19, 3 years ago. And now we come back, to Sri Lanka again, with stronger and with the very trust, from our colleagues, that agents and also, our colleagues from our network, Starland as well. I just want to say that Sri Lanka destination is always important for Thai Airways. Not only, we have the close relationship between our two countries, in the religious matters, in social matters, and also for the route network matter as well. I'm very delighted, to be back and see our service back here again. Our service will be daily flight, start from this 31st of March.
Meanwhile, at a function held in Colombo same day evening, Minister of Ports, Shipping and Civil Aviation Nimal Siripal Silva also spoke over the timeliness of resumption of Thai-Sri Lanka direct flight services. Thailand's ambassador for Sri Lanka and a number of dignitaries graced the event.
Thailand and Sri Lanka are friendly countries. We have a lot of things in common. Buddhism, culture and trade we are sharing. And people-to-people contact between two countries are excellent. We love to go to Thailand and you love to come to Sri Lanka. Thai Airways had been doing an excellent service in the area of aviation before the COVID period. But thereafter, it is a very happy moment for us to see that after the many challenges the government and the people of Sri Lanka face due to forex crisis, we were trying to emerge as a nation, facing all the challenges to ensure that we rebuild our economy.
At the function, Minister Nimal Siripal Silva also announced that the stalled construction proceedings of the Terminal No. 2 at the Bandaranaike International Airport at Karunayaka will be constructed soon. Minister Siripal added that the construction process was undertaken by the government of Japan and JICA. Sri Lanka will oversee the job.
According to the latest figures, last month tourist arrival was over 200,000 tourist arrivals last month. So in time to come, this will also increase. But of course, as a result of the forex crisis, we could not complete the Terminal 2, which could cater to another 6 million passengers, because the JICA withdrew the assistance till the restructuring of the debt is over. So we are almost at the last stage of debt restructuring. The finance minister of Japan arrived in Sri Lanka 1 month ago, and I had a special meeting with him, and he assured me that the Terminal 2 building, the JICA assistance, will be extended as a priority project when the debt restructuring is over. So therefore, I am confident as the Minister of Aviation that all your passengers who are coming into this country, we will be able to provide an excellent service within a very short period of time.
Stay tuned for stock update. Trading at Trump Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all share price index dropped by 15.86 points to close at 11,320.85, and the S&P SL20 dropped by 9.1 points to close at 3,236.14. The turnover was 1.3 billion rupees and over 69 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.